What's up? Welcome to Arm Wrestling Explained. I'm your host Apollo. Before we go into the actual seminar with Coach Ray, I must spill a few words of my own and just tell you how the experience was, give you a little insight on how the whole organizing works and how to what to expect when you have a seminar with someone like Coach Ray. So first things first, he's a super nice guy. It was really easy to communicate him. He was really responsive, and it was not like I have to wait 5 days to get a text back. It was really quick and efficient. We got the date set. He came here. He got to the location by himself, and I just organized the place and where we had the seminar. And he proceeded to talk, I think, about 2 hours of pure seminar, and then 2 hours of Afterpull, which is still crazy because he's almost like Devon. Like, he did not get tired at all. We were all finished, and he was like, "Yeah, I could pull some more, whatever." But yeah, the seminar itself was really enlightening. I must say, I didn't think I would learn as much as I actually did, because of course everyone thinks, "Yeah, I know a lot about arm wrestling. I don't need to, I already know the basics, and he's not going to offer me too much more." But he actually did. And he really got into depth about training and really answered each and every question that we had. It was a really great experience, and the Afterpull was also quite enlightening about how the levels, especially internationally, the levels are in arm wrestling. Because in where I live, I'm not that bad. I'm pretty high up there, but I couldn't do much against Coach Ray, as you're gonna see later on in the video at the end. Sadly, you're gonna hear some noises here and there, but I think you will still be able to understand him, and I think it's still gonna be a cool video, and especially for you guys out there, I'm sure there's some information there in the video or in the seminar that he held that could be very viable for you. All in all, I'm super happy with the seminar. I'm super happy that Coach Ray could come here and we could make this happen. It was a nice experience, and yeah, I'm gonna let the footage roll now.
Okay, so the thing is, you're looking at Devon at 48, right? Yeah. Okay, you should be looking at Devon at 18, right? That's the difference. There is insane amount of work that's been put between what he's doing now and what he was doing then. And if you talk with Devon, like I have talked, like every year, he's doing something different. Like there's different training methods, there's everything. The approach changes. Approach changes from perspective. Same thing with me. There are some things that my mind hasn't changed in the last 10 years since I got into sport, and there are some things that is constantly evolving. Like I don't believe anything in like there's no change in that. There's no believing. If you can prove me better training, you can prove me better exercise, you can prove me better system, I'm gonna listen, right? So that should be you. You should always be open to, okay, how can I improve? And most of the times, arm wrestlers, everyone knows something you don't, right? This is why we have so many methods that work. We have so many different systems.
Yep.
And they will say like, okay, they do bicep curls, right? Everyone loves bicep curls. Everyone loves their bicep curls, right? Like if you come to our gym, like we will do bicep curls, and maybe someone can lift maybe 70 kilos, maybe on a good day. Because like if the transfer of power would be so significant, everyone would get better. Everyone who does bicep curls will just get better at arm wrestling, but they don't, right? Everyone who starts lifting this is insane amount of weight. We're lifting 50 kilos, right? Sometimes we'll see guys doing they're gonna do 140 kilos on the wrist, right here. Yeah. Imagine how much power that is. That would easily be this. 70 kilos on one arm, I could easily bend it. We can't, because we're not that strong. We're strong when we're putting it somewhere else, right? We are strong when we are putting the weights that we are lifting in different positions. Okay, so this is 5 kilos?
Yes.
Okay, so this is 5 kilos, right? Everyone loves the riser. Everyone wants to work on riser. So when is the max tension? The max tension will be when this is pretty much 90-degree angle with this, or this is parallel to the floor, okay? This is max tension point. If I'm here, this is not already 5 kilos, it's not 5 kilos here. It's 5 kilos somewhere, but it's not there, right? If I'm trying to get my pronator to work, right? I'm trying to work on my pronator here, but I'm doing this. The angle is so small, and someone with good mathematics can figure out how much weight I'm lifting, right? As soon as this changes from this to this, you're lifting less weight. And we see this all the time. Guys are coming in, and it's you start not controlling yourself. You do this, and eventually you do something else, and you think you're good, right? But I don't see the progress. You get on table. Again, powerlifting. Going back. What's your max? Let's say deadlift.
210.
210. Okay. Have you tried more? No. But you know, like, it's not that you need 250 to fail. You need 211 to fail.
Yes.
Right?
Sure, 100%.
Think about that. 1 kilo. 1 kilo is the difference. We're always talking like, okay, we need 50 kilos here. Maybe you need, and you're lifting, let's say 30. Maybe you need 31. Right? In correct angles. So here, the strap, when we're putting it, matters, right? Closer it is to my elbow, easier it is. Like, if I could put it here, there's nothing, right? I'm not even doing any work. Further away it is, right here, right? More tension. Now I can feel everything working. And we're intentionally, everyone's training, we're making our training easier when we should be making it harder. Because we're thinking in weights. Another thing we think, sometimes you're going to do a weight, let's say, okay, if you work with 20 kilos and you feel it's kind of challenging, right? You're like, okay, I'm going to add 5 kilos. And it just gets so heavy. You're like, I don't understand why it gets so heavy. Because our body doesn't think in kilos, it thinks in percentages. If you add 5 to 20, that's 25% more weight. For body, fucking a lot, right? So I try to get my guys and everyone just to increase by half a kilo for a kilo. As soon as your technique breaks down, if this is what I want to achieve, right, and I'm starting to get this, I'm starting to get this, I'm achieving different things, right? So think about your training. What do you want to achieve, right? A lot of guys that are doing right now Devon's lift, they don't understand what they're doing. They just trying to lift it up for I don't know what kind of reason. But if you have that famous, right? So, can I get to that pose? So, if you put it, let's say, right here. So what he is doing, he's trying to keep his pronator engaged while he's lifting up the weight, right? So this would be the max tension point right here on the pronator. And it's really, it really isn't, because this is kind of leaning into my arm. If this would be fatter, oh, much more nicer, right? And a lot of guys are just, they're gonna lose the pronator and then they're gonna lift like this, or they're gonna lift like this, right? You saw the difference. It's huge difference. So be smart about your training. Be smart where you waste your time. This is why your arms hurt. That's another reason. Because everyone just goes too damn hard. If you're doing side pressure, right, and you get on table, and you are here, right, when the match starts, you are here. You put enough weight on, and you start doing this, right, you will not get to that position in a match. Someone's going to put you here, and you have to get there to your strongest position. A lot of times guys will find an exercise they absolutely love, and they can lift heavy weights, which makes them feel really good, right? Let's say they can do back pressure. But imagine what scenario I have to be in this position, right? If you're very open, and another thing with Devon, he's 90 degrees, right? So if you just, let's say this is the position, and it transfer to table, it looks like this. Either you're here, right, who starts like this, or you're here, right? And Devon almost is like that. for him it works. For most people, I just want to get stronger here. I want to be, my strongest should be here. If I get open up, it's fine, right? This is science. We get stronger in positions where we train, right? We get stronger. You can't get stronger in a position where you don't train, right? And then you think about this is why most gyms will have mirrors. It's not just because we look good, right? It's to check your form. And a lot of times guys are they so much want to do the big weights. And arm wrestling is not weights, it's arm wrestling. And the weight should be, it should help you to get better. If it doesn't help you get better, you're doing everything wrong. Brachialis and brachioradialis. Okay, which is the most important?
Brachioradialis.
Brachialis. Brachialis. Brachialis is the only muscle that works in all these motions. So brachialis will work as soon as you put your arm in neutral position. Every match starts like this, right? People are so crazy going with their biceps because they think it's the part. Our biceps is working 100% only when we are supinated. And when we're supinated, are we winning? No, we're not, right? It's you're almost never going to be this position, right? It's such a rare occurrence where you can be there. When you work too much on your bicep and supination, it's not good because you give up your pronation. So most important is hammer, right? Second is when your arm is like this, that's brachioradialis. Brachioradialis is the only muscle which I think is very much responsible for side pressure movements because, it helps you if you start from here to pronate and if you start from here to supinate. So he's doing top roll and hook. That's the only muscle. And you will see guys will have crazy developed brachioradialis, right? That is one of the most important muscles. How do you work it? You work it by all the movements like this. A lot of times, and this will again, everyone will be like, oh yeah. So when you're just arm wrestling like this, and you never try to work on your muscles like this, or you never top roll, you can't develop it because you're never top rolling. You can develop if you're deep hooking, right? This is why a lot of guys will have good power here, but they don't have support to keep the pronator because brachioradialis is not doing its work correctly. It's not, so bicep and brachialis is doing hinge, so it's going to work like this. Brachioradialis, because how it's set up, it goes behind you, right? So engagement comes when you're doing this. And if you think about it, when you're arm wrestling, right, you're coming that way, right? That's when it works. So this is why it's very much involved every time you go for side pressure movements, right? My priority list is brachialis, brachioradialis, biceps, okay? You still need some biceps because you can always work with it. You can start movements with all those things, and you guys know. Another exercise that we have all done, I have done like crazy weights, partial preacher curls, right? When you get and you start doing this exercise, right? So what do? We all fall to the side. We all get here where there's zero pressure on the biceps because our arm is not even close to being supinated, right? It's like this, and it supinates like this. And the pressure is not coming down, it's coming to the side. When I was 20, I was doing 70 kilos for like, some kind of range. I thought this is good. I'm 33, nothing has changed. I'm doing less and I'm much stronger than I was. So that's another exercise everyone can do. There's a guy in Czech, he's doing 120. I think everyone has seen those. I forget his name. You know, yes, you know. Yeah,
we know.
Yeah.
He was also at the competition in Czech,
yeah.
75, 85.
Yeah. Right? Imagine 120 kilos. He would be just he's like, oh, sorry, come back. Right? That's the power. That's the power, right? Another one, everyone always likes cheat codes. And I was like, okay, cheat codes might be good. What do they, like, how good is that exercise? In the name, it says it's cheat. So you're not doing something correctly. It's cheat codes, right? So you're cheating yourself of something. All these max lifts, I will understand. Some of these guys right now are doing it for, because they just, you know, everyone is doing, so we'll do them, put them on YouTube or Instagram so I can look good, right? I don't see benefit in those. This is why you will not see me doing those, or most of my guys doing those. You do think about it. You will not see in most of our wrestling where we have done some, like, something where we try some maxes or something, but not a lot, because most of the time, I don't want to fucking waste my time not training. And when you're doing 1 rep maxes or some maximum lifts, you're fucking not training. You're doing something else, right? That's maxing out. That's for, and for what? Chances of injury just goes high. No benefit, because you're just, like, let's say I lifted 120 kilos. If I didn't lift them, I still could lift them, right? The only thing changed, I didn't injure myself, right? That's the thing. If I lifted it, and if I wouldn't be lifting it, same thing, but better. So waste your time where you want to waste it.
Or just lifted like Levan for world record.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you lift 110 kilos, it's
So,
average.
yeah, what Georgians are doing and Russians are doing, they have great bars, right? 45 degrees bars. This is great because it helps you bring synergy between these two muscles. When your arm is in this position, this is why these bars are really great. I like them, right? Because it helps. If you just do that, it really, really helps you. For years I couldn't understand, because I know there's, if you talk with anyone who has education in sports science, they will tell you some of these exercises, like, just, it's impossible. Like, how do you get stronger? Like, where is the transfer? Because it really doesn't work. And then I was like, steroids. Okay. So, what a lot of times, and again, I'm responsible of doing bullshit exercises, everyone else. When we're doing our bullshit exercises, we're thinking, like, we're going to do, let's say, a pronation. We start here, right? And then we do this, right? Think about this. You get on table from here. You think you're going to come back? Like, you have to be, like, ridiculously strong, right? So where do we want to get stronger? We get stronger here, right? Most of the times, you're going to do, let's say, isolated pronation. You're just going to do it from here. What you really should be doing here. But because, again, the angle and how it's going on my wrist. It's not helping. So you put something under, right? And you go over. Come here. Take it like this. Put it down. Yeah. So you're going to start from this position, and you're going to go over. Right. Yes. Come on. Okay. You don't go as low so it doesn't fall off. Okay. Yeah. So here, come shoulder in. Yeah. Go. Come back. Do it. Do 20. Go pause. Squeeze. Squeeze. Yeah. Go back. You feel it, pronator?
Yeah, and my shoulder.
Right.
Okay. And do you think, is there a big difference between doing it this way, or let's say doing it like this way or around the thumb?
So, yeah, well, it's not a big difference, but it's a difference, right? It depends on what you want to strengthen, right? If you're always losing rotation right here, right, you need this. I think you need, like, I switch up with everything. With here, and really important is here. Doesn't matter what you're doing. I think my hook improved from this. My hook improved like crazy just from this. Because when you are hooking, when you are in a hook, right, this is the part that I'm fighting for. This is where opponent's fingers are, right? This is the part where I'm fighting for. When you're top rolling, especially low hand, someone tries to get in a hook, that's the part you're going to top roll it. Again, think about this. How many of you have done this part of the movement? So most of the time, we have never done full pronation. We have just done from here to here. Endurance than most people. I know it. I kind of didn't. I wanted to be strong, but I always have crazy endurance. And I train every day, minimum 2 to 4 hours. I'll pull sometimes 3 hours, 3 times a week. Right now, just for you guys, yesterday I did 1.5 hours training, and I didn't pull, so I'm a little bit more fresher, right? But I pulled every day since then and before that. Every training is arm wrestling training. If I feel really like terrible, I might do something for let's say shoulders or something like that. But every training is arm muscle training. I think about this like now my time is limited. I'm traveling a lot. I don't have time, so I have to like 4 days a week. It's really specific. One is back pressure hand, back pressure hand, back pressure hand. Right? Then 2 pulling sessions and 1 I will do like general exercises. Yes.
Before we get like to the recovery part, I would like to ask your opinion on which kind of training style would be most optimal for what kind of puller. Because you have like the Todd Hutchings who does like really like with change and really explosive and side pressure based. You got Ermis Gasparini who does back pressure lifts heavy, and then you got Devon who does, he never goes to failure, he just tries to keep it heavy but in good sports. And you got some other people that just train like at 10, 12 reps like as if they were in a gym like bodybuilding, and they still get stronger. So I would like to...
I 6 to 10 reps, like most of the things. Like, okay, think about this. Where do you get stronger? Like, if I'm doing, let's say, again, this, right? Then it's easy. But at rep 10, it gets heavier. So where did I work? Where did I put in a lot of work on that rep 10, right? I don't recommend, like, when will I recommend going to failure is when you're 18 to 20 years old. Because you don't give a fuck. Those people are very special, and they just can't go. And if you keep them back, and you're like, no, that was enough, they can go. If they can survive, let them go. Everyone else, never go to failure. In my opinion, like someone will go, like I just don't see, I don't see progress in failure. We're not building muscle, we're building strength, we're building coordination, right? When you arm wrestle, you're already going way over the limits that you should, right? And it comes down to who you arm wrestle. So think about this, and again, everyone can be like, okay, I see that. If there's a strong guy in a club, and he's like, let's say, much stronger, like everyone can try to beat him, they couldn't beat him. That's the only guy that's getting stronger. Everyone else is still left behind, because everyone's trying to beat him while he's getting all the work done. So if you don't get the work done, you will never get stronger, right? So training, approaches, it all comes down to what you're doing. You'll find a way. I think almost every system will work if you just shut up and lift. Like all my best athletes have been just, as soon as they start talking back to me, we're done. There's no point. As soon as you start thinking like this system is something, you know how it is. You're just like, I don't know, maybe I should do this today. Oh, my arms are, shut the fuck up, right? It's every athlete that has achieved something, they will tell you, they just go and do the work. They don't think about, trust the system you're choosing. You choose a system, trust that system. If after 3 months it's not giving you results you wanted, that's enough, right?
And what do you think of Todd Hutchings' approach of doing like heavy isometrics, or with a like heavy lift and then having a chain to block you and
so
like really?
He has adapted everything to his style. If any one of you arm wrestlers like Todd Hutchings, just do that training, right? Todd will tell you how he can survive that training, right? That's the difference. Not everyone will survive that training. But his style of training is very, very close to what we're doing. I started training, and I was also watching Westside Barbell, and I know all about those methodics. And I was doing Westside, like for bench press, like how they do it, and I got some progress, and then it kind of stopped, and I was like, I'm not on steroids, that's the difference, right? My body just can't recover. It's too brutal. Like all those all those heavy lifts, everything is just too brutal. And you will see everyone who has tried to, you go to the gym, you do a bench press, you're like, oh, I felt very good, I can do maybe more. You come next time, you do 2 kilos, 2.5 kilos more, you're like, oh shit, next time again. And then it just backwards, you're like, what happened? You can't figure it out. You just get burned out, that's it. Your body just can't handle it.
And is there a specific way to really condition the body that normal people like us can pull like a Zurab or like Todd Hutchings, or is it just genetics, steroids, or is it real like 10 years of just conditioning? So you can use your frame.
Whatever you're gonna do on table, right, will transfer on table. So if you arm wrestle like that, that's what you will be able to do, right? All those dangerous positions, they kind of don't really exist for arm wrestlers 15 years old, right? They kind of go away because your arms are just conditioned to everything. More you arm wrestle in those positions, you can do that.
so weitergeht. Richtung? Ach so, na, das weißt du noch. So, ha? Ja. Wann bist du eröffnet? Ah, okay.
You missed him pin now.
35 minutes of.
Oh, that's pretty good, bro. I have like always like 3 minutes standing there.
Really?
Yeah, I always have to delete shit.
I have to delete a lot of shit.
Ja, nein, ich bin immer so.
Go outside.
Like, but this is competition.
Okay.
If I go
I'm gonna
competition,
fuck you up right now.
Okay. Elbow down. Knuckles. I don't see any knuckles, guys.
Elbows on the pad, huh?
Yeah.
He's saying Sunday.
Send.
So strong.
Yeah. Hey, elbow down. Yeah, you're the longer guy. Yeah. Take a grip, guys. Yeah. Center looks fine. I don't see any knuckles. Elbow down, Ray.
Elbows.
I mean, this might be a referee's grip. So
This will be it.
yeah, it's gonna be a referee's grip. Yeah, referee's. But it's a referee's grip. Come, guys. Okay.
You kind of, what you're trying to do is this. You're gonna get this. You have to be more sneaky, right?
Yeah.
You have to everything in the setup like good WF starts. Everyone is just like, I'm ready. I know my wrist is flat. I know this, right? If you're taking over my knuckles, I'll tell the referee. He comes. He's gonna good center, ready go, boom. That's it. So don't waste your energy with this. Only if you want a referee's grip, right? Because in referee's grip, you never know. You never know, right? And you're not. A lot of guys they will put you like this, low hand, and you're like, shit. Okay, just go.
Ready.
Rotate. Oh, we have elbow. Rotate. Wrist. Shoulder. Both. Early start. Climb.
Tell him like that. I'm gonna break it.
I'm gonna break.
Just say go. Ah. Slip. We're losing.
Position. Apollo, get your shit together.
We have an elbow pump.
You do those partial slips. You let people hang on you. No.
One.
That's a foul for me. I'm sorry. I didn't expect it. I was like,
Too many fouls been. Rotate.
He's getting good bully versus best bar. Sorry.
Ah.
You're gonna die, Apollo.
You're gonna die.
Saturday
Apollo.
tournament.
Yeah, definitely he's
he
gonna.
dies. He dies.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, again. I think in strap you're much better, and you can surprise.
Oh, he's getting flashbacks from this. He's get-
Like I would pull you, and you're kind of jittery in the setup. I would just either referee's grip or strap, 100% strap. In a strap, I'm like, you're not gonna win, right? Because you're longer, taller, so I'm already fighting this. I shouldn't be fighting at all. I should be just right. And plus, you're gonna hit there also. So in the strap, it's much easier.
And it's better for your cup, right? In the
Of course, yeah. I'm much stronger with the strap than without one.
Cijelo vreme ga diže od 5, to znači. Svaki put samo posmatra, jel, uvijek ovom se desi.
That's how I pulled your brother in Afterpull.
Now he's serious, look.
I don't have a brother, I don't know who that is.
Aha. Ne, hoće nešto. Ja sam nešto vidio što bi ja mogao probati.
Shoulder is cool.
Yeah,
It's like your elbow. Yeah, but if someone rips through that, it's like
Somewhere Todd was sitting like,
even Todd was
another one was born.
created. They don't get born; they just get created.
Viš, danas smo pričali, ja što moj kažem, na kreću s greške i već fajta što je izgledao, to je što je najviše.
Yeah, it's just like a warm-up.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
His nickname is...
Always supposed to. Where? Okay. So I need to be further away.
it's very easy. Block, right?
You're more dragging. He's only like we talked about that a week ago. Dragging and opening the whole side pressure and getting to that position.
What do you think is which press is better? This is the
Flop. Yeah, you commit more to flop. When you keep the wrist right, you can hit you on yeah. But if I go for a top throw, I think if you would go for a flop and I would hook, then that doesn't matter. But if I'm top rolling, this is worse for me. Because you're way lower. And you're very good. You keep your hand very good, so it's a strong position.
I'll try to get him like a top motion.
Okay. I'll go for a top. Okay.
So guys, yeah, that was our seminar. We got caught right here. It was really a nice experience and we learned so much. I don't think we could even comprehend all that he said, but we're trying to incorporate it into our training. So I want to thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. I hope everyone learned just a little bit. Most important, stay strong and love arm wrestling, right?